Okay, so we're diving into AI in education. And I got to say, it's way more exciting than just picturing robots correcting homework.
It really is. We're talking about actual software and platforms that are already changing how we learn, like right now.
Right. And we've got all this research, but that case study, the university that went all in on AI, that's what I'm really curious about.
Yeah, it's wild, right? We're past the hype now. This is real world stuff happening as we speak.
Totally. Okay, but remember slogging through textbooks. Even if you already knew half the stuff,
Mm,
AI could change all that, right? With this personalized learning.
exactly. No more one size fits all. It's like imagine a tailor-made education just for you, how you learn best.
Okay, but how? Like, what does that even mean?
So picture this. AI tutors, but they adapt to your pace, like you're stuck on something in history class.
Ugh, history. Never my favorite.
Right, but instead of just zoning out this AI tutor, it creates a lesson just for you. Maybe even with simulations or videos so you actually get it.
No more being bored in class. Sign me up. Seriously, though, what's the tech behind that? It sounds kind of magical.
It's not magic. Well, maybe a little. It analyzes how a student learns best, then changes how the information is presented.
So, like a digital tutor who gets you. That's wild.
Hmm.
But it's not all about the students, right? Teachers have got it rough too, all that paperwork, grading, lesson planning. Can AI help with that?
Oh, absolutely. There's this platform, magicschool.ai. It's like a whole toolbox for teachers. Imagine you put in your learning goals, boom, AI generates a lesson plan, detailed everything, or grading, essays, even making the rubrics consistent. No more pulling your hair out.
Ugh. Tell me about it. Grading essays was the worst. Wish I had that kind of help back in the day.
And speaking of grading, there's GradeScope. It can handle all sorts of assessments, even the complicated ones, open-ended questions, the ones that take forever to grade.
No way. So teachers can actually give, like, instant feedback.
Yep. And not just that, it can help spot patterns. Like if a bunch of students are misunderstanding the same thing, then teachers can adjust on the fly.
That's amazing. It's like having an extra brain in the classroom.
Right. Or imagine you need to explain something tricky, but your brain is blank. No good examples coming to you.
Oh, I've been there. My poor cat has heard some weird explanations.
Well, platforms like Diffit can generate a bunch of different explanations for the same concept, tailored to different reading levels and learning styles.
So no more struggling to find the right analogy. Okay, this is seriously impressive. Personalized lessons, AI tutors, even help with grading and explaining things.
Hmm.
Is there anything AI can't do in education? What about helping students with their writing?
Ah, well, for that, there's Quillbot. It helps with all of it, paraphrasing, grammar, even plagiarism detection.
Ooh, plagiarism detection. Now that's something I could have used in college. But seriously, it seems like there's an AI solution for everything in education now. This is incredible, but like, where does the human touch fit in with all this tech? It really makes you think, with all these amazing AI tools, where do actual humans fit in?
Right. It's the big question, isn't it? And I think it's important to remember AI is a tool, it's not a replacement. It can make education better in so many ways, but it can't replace what makes learning meaningful, that human connection.
It's like they say, technology should make things easier, not more complicated.
Yeah.
Right? So all this AI, it should be helping teachers, not pushing them out.
Exactly. Think about the teachers who really, made an impact on you. It was their passion, their, I don't know, empathy, that ability to connect with you as a person. You can't program that.
Absolutely. No robot's going to have a heart-to-heart with a student who's struggling or get them excited about learning.
Yeah.
But what about those other essential skills like critical thinking, problem solving, being creative? Can AI even teach that stuff?
That's where it gets really interesting. AI can definitely have a part in building those skills, but it's got to be done carefully.
Yeah.
We need AI tools and learning environments that actually encourage kids to think for themselves, not just, passively absorb information. It's about AI and human instruction working together, not one replacing the other.
A dynamic duo, using their powers for good. Okay, but enough theory. We've got that Kaleidos case study, right? Tell me they did something cool with this.
Oh, they did. Kaleidos University of Applied Sciences, they're in Switzerland, and they went all in, integrated AI right into their classrooms. The results are pretty impressive.
Okay, I'm hooked. What'd they do?
So they were really focused on helping students who were at risk of failing. They used AI to personalize their learning paths, totally customized for each student.
Personalized learning, but like at scale.
Okay.
Did it work?
It did. They saw way fewer students failing, especially those who were struggling before. The AI could tell who was having trouble early on and give them exactly what they needed to catch up.
Wow, that's amazing. proof that personalized learning works. But it's one thing to have the tech, it's another to make it actually work in the real world, right?
Were they just focused on the students who are at risk, or did they use AI for everyone?
They used it for everyone, but, and this is important, they made it very clear that the AI was there to help teachers, not to replace them. They had teachers involved in every part of the process, designing the AI learning stuff, figuring out the data, even giving personalized feedback to the students.
So it was a real team effort, humans and technology working together. That's going to be the key, right?
Exactly. It was about giving teachers better tools, better information, so they could focus on what they do best: teaching, mentoring, inspiring, all the things AI can't do.
That's a really powerful model. But it couldn't have been easy, right? What were some of the challenges they had to overcome? Oh, they had a few. For one, making sure the AI was user-friendly. Teachers have enough on their plate, the tech has to be easy to use, and it had to fit in with how they already taught. Plus, all the stuff about data privacy, making sure the AI was ethical and all that.
That's huge. It's not just about can we do this, but should we do
Yeah.
this, right? Thinking about the impact on real people. So from everything they learned at Kaleidos, what's the biggest takeaway?
For me, it's that AI has the potential to be amazing for education, but it's not magic. It takes careful planning, constant tweaking, and you've always got to put human needs first.
Finding that sweet spot where tech helps people be their best, not replace them.
100%. And this isn't just about what happens in a classroom. AI is going to change how we learn our whole lives.
Now you're speaking my language. Lifelong learning is the future. But hey, we've got to pause this fascinating chat for a sec. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to talk about lifelong learning after this. We're back, ready to talk about the future and, well, AI changing how we learn, like our whole lives, not just in school. It's a lot to take in.
It really is. I mean, think about it. The skills you need for work, for just living, even understanding the news these days, it changes so fast. But AI might actually be like the key to keeping up with all that.
Okay, you've got to explain that one because how can AI help us learn literally everything?
So picture this. Instead of, endless Googling and those online courses that promise the world, you have this personalized AI learning assistant.
Like a personal AI teacher.
Basically, you tell it your goals, what kind of learner you are, how fast you want to go, and it builds like a learning plan just for you.
Hold on, so no more scrolling through a million courses trying to figure out which ones are good and which ones will just make me feel dumb.
Exactly. And it's not just about convenience. AI can make learning actually fun, engaging. Remember that history class example? What if instead of just reading about stuff, you could experience it? Virtual reality, walk through ancient Rome, talk to historical figures.
Okay, see, now that's what I'm talking about. Way
Watch.
better than my old textbooks. But let's be real, this AI learning thing sounds expensive. What about people who don't have the latest gadgets or good internet?
That's so important. One of the most exciting things about AI in education is it could make learning available for everyone. Location, money, disabilities, none of that would matter. Imagine AI platforms in tons of languages, offline tools for areas without internet, personalized stuff for students with disabilities.
Yes. Education shouldn't be a luxury. It should be for everyone. AI could make that happen.
It could, but again, it depends how we do it, right?
Okay.
AI in education needs to be designed fairly, so it closes the gap, not makes it wider.
It's like we're on the edge of something huge.
Right.
The potential's incredible, but we got to be smart about it, careful.
Absolutely. And that's what makes these conversations so important. We're not just talking about, code and robots. We're talking about the future of how humans learn, how we grow.
It's a big responsibility, but also a huge opportunity. So to everyone listening, what do you think? How do you see AI fitting into how you learn? And how do we make sure this technology is used to build a better future, a more fair future for everyone? Because the future of learning is happening right now, and we're all part of it.